Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we had a chat with Sir Emmerich, Cid, and Alphino to try to figure out what it is that we're going to need to do to get past the barrier around Az's Law. And the ultimate conclusion was we're going to need some sort of ethereal ram to punch a hole in the barrier, because trying to nullify the barrier is going to be far too impractical. And unfortunately, Cid does not have the knowledge to build such a device. And it's around that time that we got some information from Totaro that some information about the whereabouts of one of the scions may be available. So we went ahead and headed out to Ul'dah. The long and short of that is that Y'shtola's wand was recovered from the debris in the tunnel where we made our escape way back at the whole sequence at the end of A Realm Reborn. And the indications were that she used some sort of teleportation magic, one that could potentially get her lost within the live stream. We tracked her energy, I guess, to Gridania, where we had to enlist the aid of the Elder Seed Seer and her sister to track down wherever her aether had gotten itself to. We were able to find it and rematerialize her body, where she emerged from the live stream naked as her name day, as the expression goes. And so she was able to recover. She got some new clothes from Totaro, and unfortunately, that Y'shtola does not have the knowledge as well that we need to build what we need to build. But she knows who might, and that is going to be her former master, Matoya, who lives in the abandoned city of Sharlayan, still as a hermit, and which is located in the Dravanian hinterlands. So we're going to need to head out there. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. We're going to be heading out to Tailfeather in the Forelands on our way to the hinterlands. But we're here in Limsa because we have a little bit of some other things to take care of before we head out there. What I've been doing, as I've mentioned before in between episodes, is working on getting myself ranked up in the Grand Company. We were a Master Sergeant last episode. I have managed to get us up to a second Storm Lieutenant, and this makes a couple of other things available to us now. One of those is that we can now get a squadron that we can command, and that is what we're going to go ahead and go unlock the ability to do. So that's why we're over here in the Drowning Wench. I've gone ahead and take care of some of the other prerequisites that are needed to do that. Nothing too serious, just one small quest I had to run, which unlocks the challenge log. Yep, which can get us, significant amounts of experience and some money. Completing 5 dungeons, completing 3 duty roulettes, and it all resets. I'm thinking like every week. I think that's 49 hours. So yeah, I got a couple of days before that resets. At least at the time of this recording anyway. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff in here to do. There was a quest actually in the Drowning Wench to do that. It was called Rise to the Challenge. It just was a small thing where I had to deliver basically a journal to some dude. And he then gives us our own journal with which we can log our stuff. Okay, but ultimately, what that does is it unlocks the ability to take this quest from the Storm Personnel Officer. Lieutenant Yatsurugi, I'm certain that your duties with the Maelstrom demand much of your time already, but if I might have a word. I'll get right to the point, Lieutenant. The higher-ups have authorized plans to form a specialized squad, and we're on the lookout for a reliable leader. Your name was at the top of that list. You would be responsible for training and commanding a number of adventurer subordinates, and the position also comes with the possibility of further promotion. What say you, Lieutenant? Are you ready to lead? Become a squadron commander, yes. Outstanding. Let's get you acquainted with your second in command right away. It's an honor to be serving with you, Lieutenant Yatsurugi. In my capacity as your aide, I'll be filling the role of Squadron Sergeant. And these eager troopers are the inaugural members of our squadron. Form up. Every one of them is a fledgling adventurer who enlisted in the hopes of following in your legendary footsteps. They're green to the military eye, but we'll harden them up soon enough. When you have a moment to spare, stop by the barracks, and we can discuss their training and deployment in greater detail. I'll leave it to you then, Commander. Okay. So it looks like we have a mage of some sort, an archer, and I didn't quite catch the other one. Alright, what do you think? I'll admit they're raw as soldiers go, but they certainly have potential. I look forward to seeing what you can do with them. Right, I won't keep you any longer. Your squad's barracks can be found through the door at the back of the command room. May the navigator guide you to victory. Alright, Avengers Squadrons unlocked. Now, this is actually not something I've really done much with. So, this is going to be a bit of a learning experience for me as I work on this. Right, you're not commander of an Adventurer Squadron. Enter the Maelstrom Barracks and speak with your Squadron Sergeant to issue deployment orders. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be working on this, but it is going to be something else that we can do. So, entrance to the barracks. There we are. You basically need to work through this to be able to unlock, get ranked up to First Lieutenant, if I recall correctly. Alright, Storm Squadron Sergeant. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Alright, welcome to the Squadron Barracks, Commander. I've been fully briefed on this new initiative and stand ready to answer any questions you might have. First and foremost, however, we'll need to increase the number of squadron members. We have 3 recruits at present, but our squadron won't be ready to deploy until we have at least 4. Your own deeds as an adventurer should serve to attract new recruits. All you need to do is choose from the hopefuls who submit their enlistment papers. By completing categories in your challenge log, you will occasionally attract new recruits to your squadron. You can decide which recruits you wish to add to your squadron to visiting the barracks and reading the enlistment papers. You can also check if recruits are available by opening Timers interface, looking at our duty. Visit the barracks and read the enlistment papers to decide which recruits you wish to add to your squadron. Alright. So, if we complete stuff in the challenge log, which I'll definitely be completing, we'll probably be doing battles, possibly fates. We can do stuff with retainers, completing ventures, which again, I really haven't done much with, even with this character. So we can take a look at that. Complete 3 dungeons via the duty roulette. That's almost certainly, I'll probably get these done, no problem. But let's go ahead and take a look at the enlistment papers and see if we can get our 4th. Or we can't. Yeah. Okay, so apparently we don't have any new enlistees, but we can't do, and I guess we can't do anything with them until we get a new enlistee. So I'll have to work on that off screen. And then once we do have our 4th potential recruit available, then we'll come back in here, we'll get them recruited, and then we'll get to work on getting our squad trained up and getting running missions. Alright, just wanted to go through that. The next thing we can do is we can do hunts. Unlock hunts, I believe. Because I was able to unlock the hunts here, which is just a matter of talking to the Hunt and Bill Master. But we're not going to be doing any of these hunts. We're probably not even going to be doing too many hunts in Heavensward, but it's definitely something we're going to be wanting to do once we get to Stormblood. So let's go ahead and teleport over to Foundation. And we should have that. Yep, let the clan hunt begin. This is something that I was looking for kind of at the beginning of working on this expansion, but didn't have access to it at the time, but now we do. Is it you? Let the clan hunt begin. Etienne is looking you up and down and grinning. Well, 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 what have we here? You look like you've seen a scrap or two. The name's Etienne, and I'm a proud member of Clan Centurio, the toughest band of warriors this side of the steppes. You'll have heard of the hunt, right? The grand companies run it in the rest of Eorzea, but up here, it's the clan's concern. We follow the same system, but we're free to pick our own marks. Reckon you've got the speed, strength, and heart to take down some of the most ferocious fiends this side of the 7th Hell? If you think you're up to the challenge, head downstairs and have a word with Ardelaine. He'll fill you in on the details. Alright, we'll head downstairs and have a chat with Ardelaine. There he is, Clan Centurio member. Good day to you, young lady. How can I be of service? Oh, so you fancy trying your hand at the hunt, do you? Well, if Etienne reckons you're up to it, it isn't for an old man like me to say elsewise. Me and him are members of Clan Centurio, a ragtag band of glory hunters, mercenaries, and has-beens brought together by Sir Ludaste, one of Ishgard's most noble of nobles. Whenever a monster grows too big for its boots, we're the ones who risk our necks to take it down. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, as long as you can wield a weapon and you don't fear death, you'll always be welcome in the clan. Take me, for instance. I was born 1,000 malms from here, but now I am the one showing these new recruits the ropes. So how about it, young lady? Will you be joining us in the hunt? If the fame and glory is not enough for you, perhaps the rich rewards on offer might change your mind. Then welcome to the clan. What was your name again? Ayame, is it? Alright then, I'll put your name in the book. Now I suppose you'll be wanting to take a look at some of our marks. Head up those stairs and out the door. The clan hunt board is on the wall outside, round to the left. You better stick to level 1 marks for the nonce. No point running before you can walk. We probably can do more than level 1 marks. Examine the clan hunt board. The clan hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. Follow Ardelaine's advice and pick any level 1 clan mark bill that might take your fancy. We're probably only going to be allowed to take the level 1 marks. You're permitted to take bills for level 1 clan marks in the clan hunt board. Defeat the monsters described on the bills, and you'll be rewarded with Centurio seals, which can be exchanged for exclusive items. Yeah, we'll speak with the guys downstairs if we want. And you... Okay, no, we can't unlock them. Okay, Eustacia thinks you're ready to hit new heights in your hunting career. Alright, so you're a Yame, are you? I can see why that old rogue Etienne signed you up. Got the fire of a born hunter burning in your eyes. I'll wager those level 1 marks don't offer much of a challenge to a burly girl like you. You'll be wanting to spice things up a little, am I right? Then what are you waiting for? Head down to Ardelaine and tell him you're ready for more. Alright. Alright, oh, so Eustacia reckons you're ready to move on to bigger and better things, does she? If that girl had her way, we'd be throwing babies in the river to sort out the swimmers from the sinkers. Still, she might be onto something this time. Alright, I'll give you a chance, but level 2 marks ain't nothing to be sniffed at, you understand? Let your guard down even for an instant, and they'll hand your posterior to you on a platter. Take a look at the clan hunt board, and you'll see what kind of beasts I'm talking about. Alright, so back upstairs, back to the board, and this should unlock the Mark 3s, or Mark 2s. Alright, we now have access to level 2 marks. And it doesn't look like you're going to let me do anything else. We'll probably actually have to hit 60 in order to unlock the rest. Alright, so we can take the level 1 clan marks, which are killing Deep Eyes in the Western Highlands, Rooms in the Western Highlands, and Vundu Akbendu in the Sea of Clouds. Melia in the Durranian Forelands, Tyrannosaurs in the Forelands. Yep, so we'll take those. That's all easy stuff. And then, well, level 2 marks are Gastronus in the Sea of Clouds, Stricta in the Forelands, Dommels in the Sea of Clouds, Amphipteers in the Churning Mists, Blood Dragons in the Churning Mists, and that's it. That's all stuff we've killed before. So, well, except for the Dommels, we haven't fought any Dommels yet, but they're not that hard. Okay, so now we have those, and they should be in our key items. Yeah, clan mark bills. I'm going to put them out on one of my bars on the side here. You can't see, but that allows me to call them up as needed. They should be marked with a symbol over them when we run out there. At the moment, I'm not going to go after them specifically. If we run into those marked mobs while we're out and about, then we'll worry about it. But for now, we're just going to hold on to those. They get you not only the seals, they also get you pretty good EXP. So 1,000 gil, 3 seals, 34,560 EXP for the Mark 1s. For the level 2s, you get 43,200 EXP for completing each one of these stages. So, you know, that's another way of getting some additional EXP should you need it. You don't really. Not at this stage. Anyway. Alright, so I think with all of that out of the way, we are ready to go and head out to the Durranian Forelands and have a chat with Y'shtola in Camp Tailfeather. So let's go ahead and teleport ourselves out there and see what she has in mind for us. Another thing I'm going to have to do at some point is, because I am actually working on leveling up the warrior off screen by running duty roulettes, that we're going to have actually warrior class quests. So that's going to be something I'm going to think about if I want to do live or not. Probably do. Because I do want to maintain a tank. I think I want to get the tank back up and running. Because, you know, while Samurai is fun to play, sometimes sitting in queue for 30 minutes waiting for a dungeon or a trial to pop is not. So if I want to do those as a tank, perhaps, I'll need to get the tank up to snuff. So I'm going to be working back on the warrior again. Alright. So, Y'shtola. Alright. A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I should be back to my former self ere long. Good. Alright, a great new nation. Alright, this is going to get us a new adamantite Uchikatana, which I think I already have. Okay. So I might instead take Swayhander, Broadsword, Bill. That's what we're going to want. We're going to want the axe. Okay. Alright, I believe I'm sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlayan. Once we descend the mountain path, we'll arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them, and the dragons both. We're familiar. And in fact, we can fly, so none of it matters. Okay. So journey into the Dravanian hinterlands, and the entrance is down there. Now, speaking of flying, I have a new mount. This one is purchasable with... are they in my... No. Are they an actual item on me? No. Not exactly sure where it's listed. But you can go to a achievement vendor. And in any of the major cities and convert your achievement points into seals or certificates or something that you can then exchange for various items, various minions and mounts, things like that. Most of them I already have because a lot of them are like the subscriber rewards that you would get over time for being subscribed for a certain amount of time. Or some other things. I can't remember where all of them used to come from. But one of them is a new mount. It is the Magitech Deathclaw mount, and it's hilarious. So we're going to just fire it up right now. So, yes, that seems to be the most comfortable and safe way to travel imaginable. Alright, so let's go ahead and fly ourselves dangling from this Deathclaw over to the Hinterlands entrance. Yep. And I have actually flagged it as one of my favorites, so it will show up from time to time in the mount roulette that I can use. Alright, just want to make sure that I'm headed in the right direction. Oh, it's marked there. It'll be fine there.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Alright, Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. Alright. Now, we can't fly here. Where exactly are we headed? Find a place to cross the river. We have nothing marked, it would seem. Nope, right up there, Idleshire. Okay, so that's where we're going to be headed. So let's just go ahead and pop up on a chocobo. And ride out there and take a look at the new area. And get attacked by the local wildlife. Which we're probably going to have to fight because I want to hit this Aether Current. And we're not going to get a... Nope, nope. It broke off. Okay. So we'll definitely be looking for side quests that have Aether Currents as options, or as rewards. Right now we don't really see anything. Other than just the ruins of the abandoned city and the local wildlife. This is supposedly where Alphino was born. There's a Magitech over there. Oh, there's another player with the Deathclaw mount. Alright, so we are heading up there. Ah, there is a Aether Current. Let's go grab it. There's a giant bubble of magic over there. And that's the wrong chocobo, but it works. We'll just swap it up. Oh, looks like that guy's over here attuning to the Aetherites as well. It's an old smashed Aethernet shard. Have some friendly goblins. There's Yustola and Alphino. See, now, the river is down here, right? There's the river. And let's see, why can't we just go ahead and cross? Because if we come up here and try and cross the river via this bridge, it's not here anymore. So there's no way across, and we can't fly. So we're going to have to head north to Idleshire. And we'll see what state it's in. And you'll know what I mean when we get there. There's another current. We're gonna have to probably kill that hawk, tarantula hawk, which is a giant, terrifying wasp. All right. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlene, engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlene journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlene has become an empty husk of her former self. Bishkao. Uplander is mistaken. Charlene, as new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins? Here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Elfino's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we did not come here to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Pushko, if that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slow Fix. Slow Fix will show Uplanders settlement. Okay, so yes. The goblins moved in. Now, yeah, okay. So this area was similar to Revenant's Toll in Mordona. Is that when the expansion first came out, this was just a ruin. There was just ruins all over the place. There was the little goblin settlement, but nothing more than that. A few other NPCs around here, but over the course of various patches and releases and updates, the settlement grew and got repaired and rebuilt and everything, so everything is fully rebuilt now. It would have been nice if they could have come up with a way to stage things in such a way that new people arriving here for the first time would see it how it originally was, and it would grow over time as quests were completed. But I guess that isn't really possible, or causes enough trouble in other ways that it really wouldn't work. There was kind of a similar, I guess, instancing system in, I think, World of Warcraft back when I played, which was, I forget the name of the expansion. It was Northrend. But that ended up causing a lot of problems where, you know, you would be on a different instance from other people, and so you could see things that they couldn't, and it kind of got a little weird sometimes. So I can see kind of both both sides of that particular coin. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and talk with Slowfix and turn this in. Pishko. Here is Heart of Settlement, name of Idleshire. What do we got here? Guests. Our guests. Greetings to you. I am Alphino Levier, and may I introduce my companions Ayame Yatsurugi and Y'shtola. You have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed, you were looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew, is that right? That is sort of the short of it. This place, Idleshire, I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, it was only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his Gabi friends were already settled. At first, Gabis and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now Gabis and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. Oh, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them. Felt like a waste, you know? You've been trying to put the place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance, and there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowfix has a bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes. Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I am not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. Alright, so we're going to be taking that adamantite bill. Okay. This place... Okay, so... Oh, that's... It just took a minute for it to update. Alright. So let's go ahead and pick this up. This is going to get us... Spear... Jamadars... Knives... A shield... Or a materia. We'll probably be taking a materia. Alright. So Uplanders agree to help. Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idleshire, get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlayan, yes? Charlayans should know best way to deal with creatures. Alright, let's see what Y'shtola has to say. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels, and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses. I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. Enchantment would say, use a keyboard or the software keyboard to enter the coded command noughts and crosses to unmake a golem. Alright, so we will get to that. But I think that this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. And we will get rid of those golems when we come back next episode. Then see what it is, what else the denizens of Idleshire want us to help them with. Alright, for now, we'll go ahead and end here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.